Welcome back to our channel. Have you ever been unsure whether a woman is interested in you yet wondered? How to tell? You may be searching for obvious, direct signs, but the truth is that the most potent ones are frequently the subtle ones. These are the small, silent movements that can convey all the information you require, and if you can learn to recognize them, you'll have a better grasp of her true feelings without her ever speaking. In today's video, we're delving into a topic that many men ignore: the subtle cues that women give you when they want you closer. These cues are frequently far more meaningful than words could convey, and once you recognize them, you'll discover the key to developing deeper, more genuine connections with women. Whether it's through small gestures or body language, there are 7 key behaviors that will tell you she wants to get closer. These insights are based on one principle that helps you stay calm, composed, and confident in your interactions, so be sure to watch through to the end, because by becoming proficient in these signs, you can improve your connections and navigate your relationships with a calm, grounded mindset. Let's get started and comprehend the tiny clues. According to Peter Drucker, the most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said. Women frequently reveal their true feelings through these subtle actions, and if you're paying attention, you'll start to notice patterns that tell you exactly when she's interested. Relationships are like a dance, a series of movements and gestures that speak louder than words. Sometimes the strongest connections aren't formed through conversation, but rather through a look, a touch, or even a quiet moment of shared space. While many men concentrate on the statement, a woman says the real magic lies in what's left unsaid, in the unspoken cues that reveal her interest and desire to connect. This couldn't be more true in romantic relationships. Let's now examine the 7 essential indicators that a woman wants to be closer to you. The first is a warm grin. Consider a time when a woman gave you a smile that made your heart skip a beat. It's possible that she tilted her head slightly to the side as she smiled at you, and for a brief moment, everything seemed to slow down that gesture. It's not an accident. It's a subtle but powerful signal of openness and comfort. When a woman tilts her head while smiling at you, she's unknowingly exposing her neck, one of her most vulnerable body parts. This act isn't just body language, it's a silent invitation to connect. It's a subtle gesture that conveys trust. She's telling you that she feels safe with you, which is a huge sign of attraction. It creates an intimate atmosphere where she lowers her guard just for you. However, when she combines the head tilt with a sincere grin, it's not the only clue. You can tell she's truly interested when it reaches her eyes and brightens her face. When she smiles and tilts her head, your brain is likely to react by relaxing and smiling back, creating a feedback loop that strengthens your bond. When the smile is paired with eye contact, especially if she holds your gaze a little longer than usual, that's an obvious indication that she's inviting you to connect on a deeper level by engaging in pause. A genuine smile is not the courteous one she gives to strangers, but one that conveys warmth, happiness, and a desire to engage with you. Have you ever been instantly put at ease by someone's smile and stare? Or perhaps you've looked into someone's eyes and observed that they were smiling, but you were compelled to return the favor? That's the power of body language. These tiny cues can convey a lot. Sign number 2, invading your emotional space. This one is subtle but incredibly powerful. Imagine that you are in a cafe having a conversation when you notice that she is subtly moving her chair closer to yours. Or perhaps you are in line and she steps a little closer than necessary instead of maintaining a polite distance. In these situations, it's not just about physical space, it's about emotional space. When a woman leans in slightly or enters your personal space, she is testing the waters and determining whether you're as open to deepening the connection as she is. This move is often instinctive and is a way for her to show her interest without having to use the language of proximity. A person's willingness to close the distance between you, whether it be by leaning in during a conversation or positioning herself closer to you in a crowded area, is a clear indication that she is comfortable with you and wants a stronger connection. If she touches you during this proximity, such as lightly brushing your arm or tapping your shoulder, these small touches are more than just accidental. They are intentional and meaningful when she enters your personal space. This is known as proximic communication, which studies how we use space to communicate. It's an invitation to establish an emotional connection. The proximity isn't coincidental, rather it's deliberate. And once you recognize these cues, you'll realize that she's trying to get closer to you, both physically and emotionally. It's amazing how we often unconsciously mimic the gestures and movements of people we find appealing. Have you ever seen a woman lean in when you do, or raise her hand as you raise yours? This subtle behavior is a part of a phenomenon called the chameleon effect, which occurs when we mimic the actions of people we feel a connection to. It's a sign that she's attempting to synchronize her body with yours, a means of saying, "I resonate with you." Mirroring is a profound psychological link rather than merely a bodily response. When a woman mirrors you, whether through posture, gestures, or even tone of voice, it's a powerful indication that she feels emotionally aligned with you. It's like a silent declaration of interest, a non-verbal cue that says, "I feel comfortable with you and I want to get closer." Neuroscience demonstrates that when we are attracted to someone, our mirror neurons activate, prompting us to mimic their movements. This mirroring behavior isn't just about physical movements, it can also involve your energy. If you're calm and collected, she might mirror that. And if you're enthusiastic and upbeat, she might return the favor, increasing her level of enthusiasm to match yours. In other words, mirroring is a clear indication that she wants to connect with you. It's not merely a coincidence. Rather, it's an unconscious invitation to develop a deeper relationship. 4 collision sparks are present. Physical contact is one of the most obvious indicators that a woman wants to become closer to you when she finds ways to touch you, even in little, seemingly unintentional ways. Even though they may seem innocuous, small touches like a light pat on your arm during a discussion, a soft tap on your shoulder while you're laughing, or even a slight touch on your hand when someone is passing you something are frequently deliberate touches. Among the most effective nonverbal indicators of attraction. According to study, even a small touch can have a significant psychological impact because it causes oxytocin, the love hormone, to be released, which fosters emotional connection, trust, and bonding. Consider this. Does it make you more conscious of her presence and feel a stronger connection when she leans in closer and delicately touches your arm? If so, you're witnessing the power of touch in action. These fleeting moments of physical contact have the capacity to greatly strengthen your emotional connection and heighten your attraction. Even light-hearted actions, such as giving her a gentle shoulder rub after she laughs at something you said, can foster intimacy and happiness. The next time she touches your arm or shoulders, don't ignore it. Instead, take it as an invitation to investigate a deeper emotional connection. This type of touch fosters trust and affection and invites a deeper connection without the need for words. One that could result in anything significant. Sign number 5. Lingering after the conversation. Have you ever been in a conversation where the person doesn't leave right away after the main topic is over? Instead, she stays a little longer than is necessary, laughing at your jokes or even just staying close? In fact, psychologists contend that when someone feels emotionally attracted to another, their natural tendency is to prolong their time together in order to strengthen the connection. This lingering is one of the most subtle yet potent signals of interest. When a woman lingers after a conversation, it's frequently a conscious decision on her part to show that she enjoys your company and wants to stay connected with you. She may even lean closer or maintain eye contact, indicating that she is emotionally engaged and interested in deepening the interaction. If you notice her remaining after a conversation, take it as a chance to further engage her. This behavior isn't random, rather it's a conscious choice that reflects her emotional state and her desire to be close to you and enjoy the bond you're creating. Asking her about things that interest her, or suggesting an impromptu activity like getting coffee together will keep the conversation going and give her the opportunity to reciprocate your interest. This isn't just about spending more time together, it's about strengthening your emotional bond. So if you see her staying around after the conversation, take it as an indication that she wants to continue the relationship. Vulnerability is revealed by sign dark 6. Revealing vulnerability is one of the most effective ways a woman can express her desire for a deeper connection. She may do this by adjusting her attire, playing with jewelry, or touching her neck during a conversation. Although these actions may appear harmless, they can have profound meaning. Women typically convey both appeal and vulnerability when they touch their necks or change a necklace. Since the neck is one of the most sensitive areas of the body, it is obvious that she is showing trust when she shows it off. She is expressing that she finds you attractive and feels secure enough to be vulnerable with you. Instead of disregarding these clues, she uses these subtle gestures to show you her best self. She may be anxious or eager, but these behaviors show that she wants to connect with you more deeply. By observing these subtle clues, you demonstrate to her that you see past her outward appearance and that you're willing to honor her vulnerability, which can foster a deeper emotional bond between you and sign number S. Pay attention to her and mimic her actions, compliment her in a genuine way, and acknowledge her vulnerability with warmth and respect. One of the most subtle yet obvious signs that a woman wants to get closer is flirting, which is frequently not overt. Gestures, but in the tiny, seemingly unimportant actions that combine to create a tapestry of attraction. One of the most iconic signs of flirting is when she starts to twirl her hair during a conversation. If you see her gently winding a strand of hair around her finger while keeping eye contact with you, it's a powerful sign. It's not just a nervous habit, it's a way for her to relax while also attracting attention to herself in a subtle yet flirtatious manner. It's as if her body is saying, "I'm interested and I want you to notice." This amusing behavior serves two purposes. When combined with extended eye contact, it serves as a self-calming gesture and a means of interacting with you without using words. It makes it even more obvious that she is not only listening to you, but also extending an implicit invitation to have a deeper conversation. The secret to answering this is to be subtle. You don't have to go overboard, but you should acknowledge the humor with your own composed and heartfelt reply. When it feels appropriate, give her a compliment that goes beyond her appearance, such as, "I admire your positivity." Show her that you are interested by keeping eye contact. For instance, "You have a great energy about you," complimenting her personality. Or, if you feel the attraction building, don't rush it. Instead, enjoy the dance of flirting and be open to seeing where it leads. If she keeps making these subtle, flirtatious moves, it's a clear sign that she's ready to explore a deeper connection with you. By now, you should have a better understanding of the subtle signs that indicate a woman wants you closer if she's still doing these things. Even though these indicators aren't obvious or loud, if you learn to understand them, they can say a lot. Perhaps most importantly, recognizing these cues gives you the ability to respond with confidence, patience, and emotional intelligence. By paying attention to these signs, you can create an environment where trust, intimacy, and connection flourish. The main takeaway here is that attraction is frequently nonverbal and can be found in the way she interacts with you, the way her body language reflects yours, and the small gestures that build an emotional bridge between you two. Keep in mind that how you react to the indications matters more than simply reading them. When you interact with clarity and authenticity, you foster an atmosphere where real connections can flourish. Be present, maintain your composure, and take your time. Whether it's a head tilt, a smile, or a gentle touch, these subtle behaviors are her way of telling you she wants you closer. Don't ignore them. In relationships, it's often the quiet moments, the subtle gestures, and the silent conversations that hold the most power. By learning to read these signs, you open yourself up to more meaningful connections, and by remaining true to yourself and remaining grounded in the calm confidence of Stoicism, you can navigate these interactions with clarity and ease. Thank you for watching today's video. Remain assured, and I'll see you in the next